So I want to talk to you about this story because I think it perfectly encapsulates the absolute, complete and utter mentalness of this entire saga, the sort of Maoist Marxists that are trying to pull down our statues and all the rest of it. Will never be happy, will never be content. They want to pull it all down to achieve their own political ends. So much so that you've got the Imperial College being told to remove its bust of slavery, of an abolitionist, someone who strove to actually end slavery, because he might now be called racist. The university could also rename Bildungsvolks as it seeks to confront, not cover up, uncomfortable or awkward aspects of its past. So Imperial College London have been told to remove their bust of Thomas Henry Huxley because he might now be called racist, because we in 2021 have decided that we are so superior morally to anyone that ever came before us, that we have reached the peak, the pinnacle of social attitudes, of acceptance, of tolerance, of ideas, all the rest of it. We are the creme de la creme as far as the world's achievements. You cannot beat this. So we're going to condemn every single figure from our past, even someone like Thomas Henry Huxley, who was a slavery abolitionist. Because, folks, no one will ever be good enough. No one can ever keep up with the moral standards of 2021 from our past. So everyone has to go. Everyone comes down. No statue is safe. That's why from day one I've been resisting this stuff, because this is where it leads us. And a report where you've got the imperial links to the British Empire and building a fully inclusive organisation gets stuffed. What are you talking about? People have got real problems in life without these people waxing lyrical about their pet projects. Huxley was a vocal slave abolitionist, this is in the Daily Telegraph, but the Imperial report said his paper, Emancipation Black and White, espouses a racial hierarchy of intelligence, which helped feed ideas around eugenics, which falls far short of Imperial's modern values. Yes, your modern values, that being the key word, modern, contemporary, today. Not of, whenever this bloke was walking the planet. Not even my grandfather's generation, not my great-grandfather's generation. You have to go back some time. He had views which were progressive at that moment. He was a slavery abolitionist. Of course we should have statues for people like him, busts for people like him. This whole thing, that's why I oppose retain and explain as well, because this is where it leads us. No one can ever be good enough. No one can ever keep up with the impossible moral standards of today. How many times have, you heard someone like J.K. Rowling being accused of transphobia, of Boris Johnson being accused of racism? Isms and phobias are thrown about like you wouldn't believe. Nobody would be safe. Nobody. We might as well never put up a bloody statue ever again. That's why this thing needs to be resisted. So I say Imperial should actually get on with things that actually matter to their students and to their university outreach and output, instead of fascinating over busts of people from our past who actually did some perfectly laudable things. Insane. Reject this stuff. It is dangerous, divisive nonsense.